Hi, Paul here with Kinetico Advanced Water Systems up here in Richmond, Virginia. We get a lot of calls and questions with folks that have really bad odor in their water. Typically the rotten egg smell, hydrogen sulfide. So there's a product out there that's been around since pretty much around the year 2000. So we're going on almost 25 years of the Kinetico Sulfur Guard. So the Sulfur Guard is a beast of a unit. It's got the same skeleton and valve as a what we call a 2060 softener or 2060 filter unit, but it's got two tanks, and what makes this one unique is that this takes your water, splits it, brings it down through both tanks at the same time, so that it's really slowing it down, so you get a lot of contact time with the media. And the media inside these is an actual it's a special carbon called Sulfur. It's a catalytic carbon that is specific to Kinetico, and basically your water gets in what we call downflow, which is flowing down through the bed of carbon. It gets carbon filtered, and in that process the hydrogen sulfide is adsorbed, and of course, like any sponge, which is basically what it's acting kind of like, there's a limited capacity before you have to clean it. So on the way back out of the unit, it actually keeps track of how many gallons has gone through there. And based on a couple different factors, primarily how bad is the smell, it will automatically take one tank offline and it will clean it every so many gallons. So this one actually uses the same valve as our softeners. So it uses an oxidizing regenerant. We prefer to use the 7% peroxide, hydrogen peroxide mix. We have that special made for our location here because we have a lot of folks that use the Sulfur Guard. But this unit can also use a 5.25% bleach solution. Usually we like to use the peroxide. There's a few reasons for that. The bleach is, you got to custom blend that, because most of the bleaches that you can buy at Walmart, sure, you're going to save a little bit of money, but you're going to have to go through a bunch of calculations and figure just right so that you end up bringing a 7% bleach down to a 5.25. So that's a little bit of a pain in the neck factor. The other drawback with bleach over peroxide is that the bleach is definitely harder on the carbon. The overall unit has a 7-year warranty. That warranty does not include, does not cover the carbon, because carbon is a consumable. And we've seen carbons last anywhere from 4 to 10 years. So that's with peroxide. Now with the bleach in it, it can be significantly less. There are situations where you may want to consider using bleach. We've had some pretty bad bacteriological issues that we needed not just the oxidizing capability of the bleach, but the chlorine was great in terms of keeping everything sanitized and actually killing the bacteria off. So the unit comes with two different options on the reservoir. So you can go with the clear one, which it's clear front, mounts just like this, kind of piggybacked onto the unit. That's a great way to go if you have this unit in your garage, somewhere where you're going to have eyes on it pretty constantly, and you can see if it's low on the regenerant, the peroxide. The other option is to go with the bigger tank, which is a black tank. You can't see through it. This one, the clear one, holds about 2 gallons. This one holds about 12. So it holds significantly more, but it's one of those things that unless you need that extra capacity, or it's in a place that you don't really look at a lot, you could really go either way. That's pretty much it on the Sulfur Guard. We've nicknamed this one the Marriage Saver because time after time I get calls from potential customers that say, if I can't get the smell out of my water, my wife is going to leave me. It sounds funny, but it happens all the time. And every single time this goes in, problem's fixed. So if you have hydrogen sulfide coming out of the ground, the Kinetico Sulfur Guard is the way to go. No electricity, no circuits. It's completely all pressure driven, and you keep the peroxide or the bleach solution in there, and keep incoming water filtered, and you won't have any problems with it. So hopefully that answers your questions about the Sulfur Guard. Thank you.